welcome back to another video. So as you can see in the title, I kind of want to talk about, I don't know, maybe I'll title this something about meditation, healing, something along those lines, but so that's basically what I wanted to talk about. So a little while back I mentioned that I was doing a meditation challenge, a 30-day one, and I just kind of want to talk a little bit about how that went and how it's still going, because I can't even remember like how many days it is now. I think it's way past that, but I'm definitely, I would suggest and I would recommend meditation to anybody. Meditation is very different for everybody does it differently. My type of meditation that I've been doing is mostly positive affirmations. I've been focusing more so on like social anxiety type positive affirmations. So I think the thing I took away from the positive affirmations is that mine were more focused on social anxiety. I think I just said that. Talking about this kind of stuff makes me nervous. I don't know why. I think it's more personal than sharing my weight or like even my body. So just bear with me. I feel like, and I'm going to link the positive affirmation video that I used. I prefer like longer ones because I like to actually just like sit back and relax and just repeat them. So the one that's in the description box below, I won't lie, I definitely repeated the words in the phrases, and a lot of them made me emotional. I definitely cried, like not even like a normal cry, but like I was mourning. I know that's really weird, but like I felt like I was like sincerely sad, like sorrow was the type of cry, and I feel like saying them kind of felt uncomfortable. Saying them kind of felt also kind of like vulnerable, even though I was by myself. And I think that alone means something, you know. It's definitely an emotional and you know, mental journey, and I feel like I was releasing some of the pent-up like sorrow or sadness or shame, or I don't know, I was releasing something pertaining to those specific phrases, and so that was like really cool. I definitely like to see progress, and with this I have. If you guys have not tried positive affirmations, I really recommend that you do. You can find videos for just about anything. Third thing I wanted to discuss was self-love. I've obviously been practicing self-love by taking care of myself, practicing the positive affirmations, being vulnerable, allowing myself to be human and be who I am and not be afraid and ashamed. And even if I feel that vulnerability or shame, I'm still pressing forward and I'm not allowing it to hinder me from living life. I'm doing it very slowly. YouTube has been a tremendous help. It's been a tool to kind of have like a buffer between me and people, and that's incredible for me. Also, with the weight loss, I consider that self-love. I mean, it's self-hate not to lose weight when you're my size. It's suicide, you know, essentially. So I feel like that has been really beneficial. Obviously, I've discussed some of the non-scale victories I've had in previous videos, and I'm, you know, I can't wait to discuss more. I'm excited for it, and I feel like self-love does a lot more than, you know, we really think about. This brings me to like the next point, which is for years and years and years, I have tried to find a way to heal past trauma that I've had, to heal my insecurities, to heal just a bunch of things about myself and things that have happened, and emotional things that I've never been able to get over. And through this, you know, I've realized how to do that. And you know, you always hear people say, you know, oh well, work on yourself, heal those past traumas, heal the wounds, da 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 da. And you know, I never understood how. Like, I get the gist of it, but how, you know? And I think I finally realized how. So I was talking to my husband about specific people who've had like a negative impact on my life, very severe impact on my life in a negative way. And usually this upsets me. Usually it kind of triggers me and I get very angry and like very, like a deep-seated hatred. Like I'm not really a mean person, and I'm not really an angry person. I'm just, these specific people really wronged me, and these people go on with life and they don't think about it and they don't admit it. Their narrative is very different than mine. So, you know, I would get very, very bothered, and it would ruin my day. It would ruin everything, to the point where I would like avoid talking about them. But even like the mention of them, or like even just specific things people would say, or like conversations my husband and I would have, it would kind of like bring up that same anger and upset and just sadness and just out of control feeling. And I realized finally what it was. So we were in the car the other day, and we started talking about these specific people, and we were talking about something that annoyed us about them, and I did not get that weird, you know, like bottom of the pit like anger that I usually do. I didn't get worked up. I didn't get passionate about what we were talking about. I didn't get loud. I didn't get emotionally charged by the mention of these people or what they were doing or what they had said. I think that means, you know, like when you get emotionally charged about something, you have, you know, a personal feeling about it. You have, you know, you're still attached to it. And I feel like doing all of this work, being able to do for me what they didn't do for me. These people raised me, just to give a little more information, because that might not make sense. But I was emotionally neglected. You know, I didn't have the love that I think I should have had, you know, as a child. I didn't have the support and encouragement. I didn't have, you know, someone lifting me up and building up my confidence. You know, I had people beating me down, really, emotionally, not physically. But, and I feel like, you know, I latched onto that, and I kind of felt that it was their job and that they were the ones that were supposed to do this for me. And it was unfair, and I do still think it's unfair, but I don't feel so I don't feel it so much now that it is all that matters. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but the fact that I'm now doing for me what I feel they should have done for me, which is learn to love myself, learn to take care of myself, learn to care that I'm healthy, learn to, you know, just embrace who I am and not be ashamed, and to be healthy, you know, physically and mentally. I feel like doing that myself is like 90% of what is helping me heal the trauma of being emotionally neglected. And I'm happy about that. Like, I'm thrilled. I finally realized how to release the past and not have to constantly live with it. You know, it's there. It happened. It's sad, but it's so much less emotionally charged that I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I feel like that alone makes me feel like it's all worth it. Like, I have lived in my past for so long, and I've allowed what they've done to me to stop my life. My life has been on pause. You know, I haven't, you know, gotten the courage to learn how to drive. I haven't gotten the courage to, you know, accept myself and be socially, you know, confident. I don't have a job. I've had one job in my life, and I feel like that's possible if I just keep doing this. The way they treated me doesn't even matter, because I am treating myself better. That I am now taking care of my needs, and I am the one helping myself grow. And I don't know. I'll leave you guys with that. If you are struggling to release something from your past, somebody, something, you know, work on yourself. Work on making yourself happy. Work on making yourself healthy, and just do for you what that event, that person, or situation didn't do for you. Work on what it, you know, if it broke down your self-confidence, build your confidence back up. You know, it's our job. And I know it's easy to say, you know, well, it's this person's fault or it's this situation's fault. But in the end, from what I've learned so far, it's really up to us. It's, it's a disservice to ourselves to continue to live that way. Building ourselves up is the best revenge. I mean, getting even is nice, but proving them wrong and, being our best self, I think that's where it's at.